Welcome to Fewer Things Better. This is the place for all of us who are big on goals and short on time. Together, we'll explore smart, simple ideas on how to retrain your brain and unlock your life. I'm your host, Kristin Graham. Let's get started. Hey there. Listen, it might be time for you to move on. And by move on, I mean graduate. Today's conversation is about recognizing when a part of your life has run its course. Maybe you have outgrown something. Maybe something shifted unexpectedly. Or maybe you can simply sense that change is coming. While we can't always control when change arrives, we can do our best to choose how to respond to it. And one way to do that is by marking the moment as a personal graduation ceremony. Doing so doesn't necessarily give us control over the event itself, but it does give us agency in how we acknowledge it. It allows us to bring both grace and gratitude, in most cases, to the experience as we move forward into our next. I first shared this idea in episode 12 when my oldest son was graduating from high school. And that moment was marked with celebration. But many important milestones in our lives happen quietly, without a formal ceremony at all. The bottom line on top of this episode is that graduation is not limited to academics. We all experience moments where something meaningful comes to a close. Calling something a graduation changes how our brain processes it. It marks movement as momentum. We can graduate from jobs, roles, cities, relationships, and even former versions of ourselves. It becomes a way to recognize completion, honor the journey, and step forward. I also want to acknowledge that not all change feels like something to celebrate. One of my favorite quotes is this: sometimes what didn't work out for you actually worked out for you. It's simply a reminder that we don't always know just what there is to know yet. And I was reflecting on this whole graduation concept again recently because I was preparing to speak to a group of undergraduate students. So I asked my online network to share any advice on things they have learned the hard way. It was really cool to see all the feedback. And when I was putting it together, I realized how relevant the advice is for us at all ages. So I'm going to share a few snippets of what was put out there. Don't be afraid to make mistakes and ask questions. Doing so accelerates your growth and your visibility. Whatever you end up doing, you're probably not going to be great at it first. Keep going anyway. Your work will not speak for itself. Learn how to advocate for yourself so others can see your value. Take ownership of your circumstances. Avoid the victim mindset and recognize your personal agency. Invest early in your health, your skills, and your financial future. Time compounds everything, and it's never too late to start investing. School does not teach you everything. Mentors and paying attention to your career will take you far. If you don't take time for your wellness, you will be forced to make time for your illness. Know how you work and learn, and that everyone works differently. Then bring your strengths to the room. And finally, be essential. I love that one. Other themes that were shared centered on the importance of remaining curious. That was a frequent topic. And surrounding yourself with people who support and challenge you. And also the reality that careers rarely follow a straight line. For most of us, careers and opportunities are not ladders. They're more like jungle gyms. Sometimes you move sideways. Sometimes you climb down before you climb up again. And sometimes you pause longer than you expect. And sometimes the unexpected route becomes the one that teaches you the most, or the one that changes everything. Coming back to the idea of graduation, this isn't about leaving things behind or leaving people behind. It's about recognizing and honoring your role. And sometimes it's about making room for others to be where you once stood. Acknowledge the learning you've gained, the people who've been alongside you, and the experiences that shaped you. Take a moment and consider if there are places or spaces in your life right now where you might be ready to graduate. For me, I'm once again getting ready to watch my son graduate, this time from college. There have been a lot of mile markers on this path, and they have not all been easy. And I know they won't be easy for him, or likely for me, going forward. But I know it's worth celebrating. So I'm taking my own advice, celebrating the completion and making room to step forward into whatever comes next. Because graduation, after all, it's really another word for beginning, even if we don't know what's about to begin. For more Fewer Things Better, find us over on YouTube or join our newsletter at unlockthebrain.com/newsletter. See you next time.